Hello everyone. Ajina, I am going to do a crime for you. You all are going to be a crime partner of mine. ଆମେ ଲଙ୍ଗି ଚୁଡ଼ି ନା ଲୁଏବ୍ର ଗୋଟେ ଏକ୍ଜାମ୍ପଲ୍ ଦେଖମା. ଲେଟ୍ସ ସି.
नहीं पारिवाड़
इनो काଣା ହେଲା मैं एनर्जी देली फास्ट साइकिल के आउ एनर्जी प्रोपागेट करते गला फास्ट टू सेकेंड सेकेंड टू थर्ड थर्ड टू फोर्थ. In this way energy propagated till the last cycle. ठीक देखो एनर्जी गोज ऑन ई साइकिल रु से साइकिल रु से साइकिल के एनर्जी प्रोपागेट कला किंतु साइकिल which acts like a particle remains at their own position only. They do not change their positions.
जिस कंटेंट के बारे में हम लोग आज डिस्कस करेंगे वो है टर्म्स रिलेटेड टू वेव्स. सम टर्म्स रिलेटेड टू वेव्स. अब व्हाट आर द टर्म्स दैट आर रिलेटेड टू वेव्स? पहला टर्म होता है wavelength. Likewise, time period. Likewise, amplitude. Likewise, frequency. Likewise, phase. Angular frequency. Sometimes this angular frequency is also known as angular velocity. And there is a term called phase difference. And a term called path difference. And including all this, one more, that is energy associated with a wave. And including all this information in one equation that is called as the wave equation. Okay, let us go individually one by one. First is wavelength. As I said in the last class, let us consider there are some particles situated in their mean positions. Okay, let's suppose the first particle receives some external energy. When the first particle receives some external energy, the first particle will displace it from its mean position. Okay, when do you know that one oscillation or one vibration is complete? If this particle at 1 moves to the negative extreme point B, returns to the mean position again, moves to the positive extreme point A, and returns back to the mean position again, then that constitutes one complete cycle or one complete vibration, right? And to complete one vibration, the time required is called the time period T that we have studied in the oscillation. What is the time period of oscillation of a particle? The time period of oscillation of a particle is the time required to complete one complete oscillation by the particle. Okay, what is one complete oscillation by the particle? If the particle starts from the mean position, moves to the positive extreme, moves to the mean position again, moves to the negative extreme or positive extreme, and then comes to the mean position again, this constitutes one complete cycle of vibration. Now, initially, let's say this particle, it moves down. For it requires T by 4 time. When it moves down, it puts energy or transfer the energy to the second particle. As a result of this, the second particle tends to move down now, and the first particle tends to move up now. Okay? Now, the first particle has reached its mean position. Now, the time lapse is T by 2. And the second particle has comes down. The second particle has comes down. Now, the first particle has a tendency to go up. The second particle also has a tendency to go up. But the second particle has transferred the energy to the third particle. This is for T by 4 time. This is T by 2 time. Now, 3 T by 4 time. Here, the particle is at positive extreme. The first particle. The second particle is at its mean position. And the third particle has come out of its mean position to the negative extreme. And then, the fourth particle. Now, the third particle, which has received energy in the second step, this is step 1, step 2, step 3. In the second step, will now donate that received energy to the fourth particle. Okay? At this condition, the first particle has a tendency to come down, the second particle has a tendency to go up, and the third particle also has a tendency to go up, rather the fourth particle has a tendency to come down. As a result of this, let's say the first particle is here, the second particle is at its positive extreme, third particle is at its mean position, fourth particle is at its negative extreme, and the fifth particle is at its mean position. These constitute one complete wave, one complete cycle of the wave. How? Because the first particle has covered one complete oscillation. It has started from its mean position, it had came to the negative extreme, to the mean position, positive extreme, to the mean position again. This constitutes one complete cycle of vibration of any one of its particles. This is the time period. Okay. Now, to what distance the wave has travelled? What does this mean by saying travelling of wave? Travelling of wave means propagation of energy. Within this t time, energy has propagated from the first particle till the fifth particle. Now, the distance to which energy has propagated is called the wavelength. That means from here to here is the wavelength. In order to define the wavelength, what we can say? What is wavelength? Wavelength is the distance propagated by the wave. In what time? In time period t. What is this time period t, and whose time period this is? This is the time period of oscillation or vibration of any one of its particles. Right? Wavelength of a wave is the distance travelled by the wave in the time equal to the time period of vibration of any one of the particle of the medium, right? Now see, the wavelength is represented by lambda. Wavelength is represented by lambda. Now, so it is, in order to define this wavelength, we can further go to a new definition, that is, it is the distance between two consecutive particles in the medium which are at same state and phase of vibration. What does this mean? This means state and phase of two consecutive particles which is same has a distance equal to that of the wavelength. Now let us see. At this condition, let us take another condition, like here are some particles. Okay. Now not so. These particles are not here. They are, say, here, here, and here. This constitute a vibration about their mean position, and this is what is the mean line. Now the first particle has a state 0. Why 0? It is at the mean position, but it has a tendency to go up. Second particle has a position which we generally say the maximum distance from the mean position, that we say amplitude. Now a new term comes, amplitude. What is amplitude? The maximum distance of the particle from the mean position during its vibration due to propagation of wave. And this is denoted by A. In some books it is denoted by capital A, in some books it is denoted by A, in some books it is denoted by R. So basically whatever representation they have used is not our concern, but the concern is this is amplitude. Okay, this has the same value as that of the wave displacement y, same dimensional formula, y का जितना a का भी उतना, same thing. Okay, now let us back to our definition of saying wavelength. That is, the first particle has a state of 0 and direction tends to move upward. Second particle is at its extreme position, positive extreme position, but it tends to come downward. The third particle also has a position 0, The first particle and the third particle, they have position same, but tendency, this has a tendency to go down. Now state are same, phase are not same. The fourth particle, the fourth particle has a tendency to come up and a position of negative extreme. The fifth particle again has a tendency to come at the mean position but go up. The sixth particle is at its extreme position but has a tendency to come down. Now here, two consecutive particles, this particle and this particle, these two have same state, mean position, and same tendency to go up, same phase. Okay. Now distance between these two is the wavelength that we have discussed earlier. And here, this top one, this top one, their position is positive extreme and their phase is to come down. This distance is also called as the wavelength. Similarly, if we proceed ahead, we will find this distance is also called as the wavelength. Why? Because position of these two particles is negative extreme and both tends to come up. These points, as we have discussed earlier, are called as the, and these points ये नहीं, ये ट्रॉ नहीं है, ये ट्रॉ है. These points are called ट्रॉ. ये दूसरा क्रेस्ट है, ये दूसरा ट्रॉ है ना. तो दो कंजिक्यूटिव क्रेस्ट के बीच का डिस्टेंस, distance between two consecutive trough, है ना, is called the wavelength. So we got a new definition of wavelength again. Wavelength of the wave is the distance between two consecutive crests and, है ना, या फिर wavelength is the distance between two consecutive trough. या तो क्रेस्ट के बीच का डिस्टेंस, फिर तो ट्रॉ के बीच का डिस्टेंस, है ना. देयर इज अ टर्म कॉल्ड वेव नंबर. Wave number is denoted by n bar. Now what is n bar? N bar is nothing but 1 by lambda, the reciprocal of wavelength is called the wave number. Now, since this is a wave length, its unit is meter, है ना. Since amplitude also, what is this amplitude is? It is the maximum distance. That means it is also a length. So its unit is meter. At the same time, this wave number, this has a unit meter inverse. Now there is a term called frequency. Number of complete cycle of wave passing through a point in a medium in 1 second, or number of wavelength covered in 1 second, or simply number of wavelength covered in 1 second. How can we calculate the number of wavelength covered in 1 second? If t is equals to time period of vibration of particle, this is the time to cover one wavelength. This is how we have defined. To cover one wavelength, time is t. Total wavelength total number of wavelength in 1 second is 1 by t. So this is how frequency is equals to 1 by t, or frequency is the reciprocal of time period. Now, what is the unit of time period? This is second. And what is the unit of frequency? Second inverse, or this is called as the hertz. So far what we have discussed? We have discussed time period, wavelength, amplitude, frequency. Now we have to discuss this phase. Now, phase, this is the physical quantity that determines in what state and direction, what is the position and direction of the particle of vibration at that instant of time. This is the physical quantity that determines the state, that is position, and direction of vibration of particle at that instant of, or at the instant of time. the time instant for which it is asked. For that given time instant only the value is provided, right? Now it is sum of n expressed in terms of fraction of time period, है ना, of which that instant of time is associated, to which the instant of time is associated. The phase is expressed by the fraction of time period which is equal to the instants of time lapse, है ना, कितना इंस्टेंस का इंस्टेंट ऑफ टाइम लैप्स, है ना, कितना टाइम लैप्स हो गया वो पोजीशन तक आते आते, उसका रिप्रेजेंटेशन होता है फेज, है ना. Now let us come to a very interesting that is angular frequency or angular velocity. The phase is denoted by phi. It has a usual unit of radian. This mostly expresses the angle shift. Angular frequency. Angular frequency is the angular velocity of the particle. Angular frequency of wave is equal to the angular velocity of particle. Now there are two things. One is called wave velocity and other is called particle velocity. Wave velocity is not equal to particle velocity. Now we have studied time period of wave is equal to time period of particle. Now we have studied angular frequency of wave is equals to angular frequency of particle. Now we have studied frequency of wave is equals to frequency of particle. तो भाई सारा तो सारा सेम है, ये फिर सेम क्यों नहीं है? Why this is not same? Because that particle will propagate only this distance, but at the same time the wave will propagate this distance. So what is particle velocity? What is particle velocity? This will be in accordance with the SHM wala content. What is particle velocity at any instant of time? If at any instant of time, if at time t the particle velocity is v, then v is equals to what? Omega क्या
और यहाँ पे
हाँ
क्या
माइनस y square root over.
होगा?
Okay, this is how we found this particle velocity. Okay, where r is amplitude and y is displacement. of particle from mean position. Okay, at that instant of time. But what is wave velocity? Wave covers a distance of lambda in time t. So wave velocity is nothing but v is equals to wavelength lambda by time t. And these two are completely different things. Okay, this is distance covered per unit time by the particle. This is distance covered per unit time by the wave, and two are very different things. Though their units are same, है ना, आपका और मेरा दोनों का यूनिट सेम है ना, ये पार्टिकल का और आप वेव का. Things are very different. Okay. Now let us come to wave equation. What do you mean by wave equation? A wave equation is nothing but an equation that carry all the information about wave. है ना? A wave equation is the equation that carry or that has all the information about the waves or wave, है ना. इसका जनरल फॉर्मूला होता है. इट्स जनरल फॉर्मूला इज y is equals to say a sin omega t plus phi. Seems same as that of this SHM, right? Represents also the same things. Okay, enough. If this y is what?
Distance.
Displacement of particles of the medium at time t. Now let us see this wave velocity in another point of view, that is v is equals to lambda by t. If it is v is equals to lambda into 1 by t, may I write it like lambda f? So this v is nothing but lambda f. I have another expression for wave velocity that I will use here. Let's see. Now a is amplitude. Now this omega is angular velocity. Right. And this t is instant of time t. Time instant. And what is this phi? This phi represents phase. So far these all terms are concerned, these terms represents only the facts and figures of particle. What about the wave? That lies here. How that lies here? Let's see. If I can write like this, since the omega is equals to angular velocity, which we have studied was nothing but 2 pi by t. I can replace this term over here. This is equation 1. This is equation 2. So I can replace equation 2 in equation 1. I have y is equals to a sine 2 pi by t plus 5. May I write it like this? Yeah. Equation 3. Now, this is t, 1 by t. 1 by t is nothing but f. May I write it like this? Y is equals to a sine 2 pi f t plus 5. Equation 4. As we have studied, V is equals to lambda f. Now, f is equals to V by lambda. May I replace this equation 5 in equation 4? Y is equals to a sine 2 pi V by lambda t plus 5. Now y is equals to a sine 2 pi by lambda Vt plus 5. This is another expression for wave equation. Okay, clear? Now we have some other expression of wave equations also, but this equation 5 is very important. Why it is important? It gives an expression between relation between this is wave velocity, which is the representative of the wave, and this is displacement of the particle, which is the representative of the particle. So this establishes a relation between particles behavior and behavior of the wave. Okay, this is it.